Welcome to the show.
Yeah.
This is the show with hot questions and even hotter wings. I'm your host, Ethan Shaw Shelley, joined today by my co-host, Anthony Pierce.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Look at this guy.
I feel like I'm in the beginning of like Wipeout, and you're just standing there.
Oh, yeah.
They're introducing you. Yeah.
Pulls out the fucking dad strap, you know, the bottle. You know dads be having that utility belt.
Oh, what do you
know
call
what I
it?
mean?
A fanny pack.
No. I'm talking like the baby bottle holster, like,
Oh.
and that way they could just square in the eye, you know.
Facts.
But them Wipeout guys, man, they be going crazy. I ain't never. That's crazy. You said Wipeout. I haven't thought about Wipeout in fucking so long, bro. Like we used to. My mom and I, we used to watch it. Like
I watched this one clip, and it was like this kid on Wipeout. Just
it was a
fucking-
kid.
Yeah. And she was hustling through there, and she just got fucking rocked right in the face, and just it was such a mess. It was such a mess. It was fucking hilarious.
Bro, that's why it sells. Welcome back, guys. Hope you guys are enjoying your week. We're here. We got some shit to talk about this week. You know us. We just having fun, drinking, smoking, you know, doing the use.
You know the vibes.
But this is a time now for you to pour out your cocaine and take a little bump. Because that is the energy we need right now. Is the bump.
We're like Steve-O in 2001. Let's fucking get Sandy.
Let's get Sandy.
Fucking I think this might be that 1 year mark.
Yeah, because we did miss an episode.
So episode 51. We made it a whole year.
1 fucking year, bud.
625 subs.
What do you think your favorite point so far has been?
We've had some good ones, like right in the beginning.
It's
fucking
fresh in your mind.
the one with Dad. That one was
yeah.
fucking solid.
That was a monumental moment.
Yeah.
Like getting him on the podcast.
And then we had
And he was how I met the first time. If you guys haven't seen that, go check it out.
episode 3.
Episode 3, yeah.
Was it episode 3? We got a guest on there quick.
No, Nixon was episode 2.
Oh yeah.
Crazy thing about that is the Nixon episode was actually recorded to be the first episode.
If you watch it, you will hear us mention it at least a couple times.
Yeah, that is the first episode.
We're like, first episode, and we
Hell
got our
yeah.
boy Nixon, but it's episode 2, but it's all right.
Yeah, I think we killed episode 1 though. That was cool.
Oh yeah, no, it was
Looking
cool.
back, we were fat. We were
Oh, yeah.
chunky.
We
We were
were-
shitty fat.
My hair was short.
Yeah, it was. And now it's long and it's straightening out a bit.
Yeah, towards the top. Yeah, I think it's the weight, you know.
Yeah.
The way
I
it
mean,
gets
it
to
still
it.
keeps the curls towards the bottom though.
Yeah, I look like the mom off of that 70s show.
Do you? Never
Yeah.
seen it.
Fucking hate it.
You know what my favorite episode has been? Either the one with Mr. T, because that one was just a fucking... That one was cool for me, but at the same time, there was a lot of information in that
It
one
was
that,
like
I
2
didn't,
hours,
that
though.
I didn't even know. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That was some firsts.
It was pretty dope.
I went over to Mr. T's work the other day,
Really?
and apparently a lot of the guys in there have seen his episode, and like he talks about us and the podcast and stuff.
That's sick.
And I'm wearing the merch shirt, and he
There
goes,
you go.
"Oh yeah, that's the merch." I was like, "Yes sir, this is the merch. Go check that shit out." But we need to get that rolling at some point. But
Yeah. I try to wear my shirt every time I go down to Everett.
I know I was like, "Y'all seen this before, huh?" And they're
Yeah.
like, "Nah, never." I even asked Hogan. He was like, "No, man, this is clean. You must have never worn it over there."
I didn't, you know.
Yeah,
Fucking-
represent. I know. I told everybody, this
Yeah.
is my merch.
This was my merch.
This is my merch.
No, they definitely have pointed it out, so they're fucking tweaking.
They're tweaking.
That's whatever.
Oh, can I knee slapper you real quick?
Hit me with a knee slapper.
Knee slapper. What does Miley Cyrus eat at Thanksgiving?
What does she eat?
Twerky.
I hate you. That was not good.
Oh, that's good.
I got an even worse knee slapper for you.
Okay.
Right off ribs. Did you ever hear the one about the domestically abusive dwarf and his normal sized wife? It's a real knee slapper.
That's fucking
Okay,
good.
doesn't that just give you a little bit of cancer?
It made me grimace.
I don't know if that's a real word.
Okay, so my vocabulary been trying to grow, but I hear these words in books, and like grimaced, you know, they be saying like, "Hey, grimaced" when he seen the man walk in.
Did
you know what
Google
I mean?
it and like?
No.
So you're just using context clues.
Just like the other week when I told y'all that the Taliban was made by America. That was wrong.
That was a lie.
That was wrong. You were not correct on that. Sometimes I feel like we just need a Maury, you know?
Yeah.
Just, you are not the father. Anyway, I was wrong. Completely and utterly wrong.
I knew it.
No, but what's crazy is I was able to convince him and a lot of y'all. But
and
a lot of y'all. But we were talking about it the other day. It's like you could fucking give, because like I'll hear something and then I'll think it's true. And then my brain will go, yeah, that's true. Let's give some details.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh my God.
Like my brain just does that. I don't know.
Bro.
And it's the same thing at work. It was like calling out. It's like the guy today, he was telling me, he's like, he's like, this is the best way to call out. I'm sick. That's it. You give too much background information. Now it's not planned out.
Suspicious.
Yeah.
He said, I actually puked last night, once this morning. I feel like I might even do it in 10 minutes. I don't know.
Right. It's like my dog's girlfriend's cat is missing, so we gotta go.
You got to go.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking. Let me tell you a fun fact. Fun fact. If a Google employee dies, that employee's spouse gets paid half of their salary for the next 10 years.
Really?
Yeah, but it's not over there. Their kids get $1,000 a month until they turn 19.
Damn.
Yeah.
Google's.
Well, I need to give me a bitch that works at Google.
Yes. So that you could kill her?
Yeah. No friends, no family.
Yeah, just a nice quiet chick by herself.
Yeah.
With already a couple of kids.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then just collect that money too.
Exactly, because you're the what? Husband, next guy in line.
Yeah.
I had a day thought the other day. You know, I was like, imagine like Longfellow deeds. Like, say I got an uncle that just dies.
Just out the cuts.
That
would not
dies.
be fucking sick.
Wouldn't that be awesome? Like, he's my uncle and not yours, though. Like, just mine. So then, either way, I'm the firstborn, so I would get it. But don't worry, I give you some estate. Anyway, but I was thinking that'd be pretty fucking cool. Come look for me. And for some reason, if you guys haven't seen Mr. Deeds, you won't really understand what I'm talking about. But I'm talking like if I get a relative that's super fucking wealthy, and I just didn't know about them, and they didn't know about me, but they wrote on their shit next of kin,
and they died on top of a mountain.
Yeah, and
that
then
they weren't supposed to be
I'm the motherfucking next one to inherit all that shit. It's gonna be crazy. Crazy.
God.
That would be dope. What do you think you'd buy, like, first meal?
First meal?
Like, but you got meals to cover it. Like, it's not like you could blow. You could blow a meal if you needed.
First thing I'd buy. Probably a new car.
Why'd you say buy, but, like, Australian? You were like,
first thing I could buy.
First thing I could buy. Yes, and?
Definitely a car. Definitely
what kind of car?
A nice car. I don't know. If I'm a billionaire, millionaire, whatever the fuck, I'll get a nice, like, Suburban.
Suburban? Yeah. Okay, we got to change. Okay, I got to ask you. So Suburban is not a sedan? Or what?
A Suburban is a type of Chevy, actually.
Oh.
Yeah. It's a specific model.
Thinking, for some reason, I always thought Suburban was kind of like that sedan thing. It's the shape of car.
I think you're thinking about, like, suburbs.
No, that's the safe spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, when there's a suburb, there's a crack road.
There's a what? There's a what?
My brain, like, just shoved two words together. Let
the people know what you were trying to say.
I was thinking the word trap house, but also the word crackhead. So my brain just threw them in together, and it was crack hood. So... The crack hood.
All right, restart the statement. Like, how did it go?
I know that there are suburbs because there is what I meant to say, trap house somewhere by. Because, you know, the suburbs always got that dirty place. But then I was also thinking, I was like, what's at the trap house? Crackhead. So I was like,
it's not really in the suburbs, so.
No, like, here's the suburbs, and then, like, down this one sketchy street they tell you not to go on.
Usually southern, I feel like.
Southern?
The south side of town.
Yeah, it's behind.
You don't want to go to south side. You don't want to go.
South side.
South side.
Bro, I tell you what, tigers, they live to be 20 or 26. But
or 26.
Only in the wild.
Oh, how about the
captivity? They can live way longer.
Really?
Do you know that there's animals that actually try to kill tigers? Like, Like, what? Like, if you saw a tiger in the wild and you were just like a lion, I'd be like, oh, what's up, tiger?
Yeah.
And I just keep going.
You
know?
also like to murder and kill other animals.
Yeah.
We can do that together separately.
Yeah. Like, you're on that side of the safari, I'm on this side.
Yeah. But I guess, you know, if it was like in your fucking domain.
Oh, yeah. Then it's,
time.
Cats.
Yeah.
You know, I don't get why cats are so fucking feared.
Aggressive?
Yeah, in the fucking wild, you know? Like, how come you don't see
They got knives for hands like Freddy Krueger.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. And they fucking retract and come out and shit. I don't like cats.
Their mouths
like,
are
I
like
like my cat, but I don't like cats.
Yeah.
They're scary. They're unpredictable. They're like fucking hamsters.
I don't mind cats.
Like, hamsters are unpredictable.
Like, I want a pet tiger. That'd be sick.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I would
What do they shit in a litter box? Is it just like a kiddie pool with litter in it?
No, they gotta be just taking dookies right there, like it's the wild. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think they're
Accustomed.
domestic enough to be shitting in a box.
I see.
Know?
Maybe you could train it to shit in the toilet. I was thinking of doing that with the cats.
Dude, I'm gonna be pissed. I go to take a shit and my fucking cat's taking that bitch up.
Then you just move it. You push it over. You know.
But they just gotta finish its shit.
Right. But I mean, they could finish it somewhere else, and then you could shit, and then everyone's all shitted up. But bro, do you remember ever, like when you were younger or older, just being at some like your friend's house, and then there just became a point where you're like, I don't really want to be here anymore,
Yeah,
and you
like,
just were
Home.
stuck. You were
Yeah.
stuck there because you were young, or you know, like phones weren't the best yet.
Yes.
So. Yeah, I was thinking about that the other day too at work. I was like, I went to this kid Trey's house once. I never went again after that. But it so happens that when you find a good friend, your mom also somehow knew them as well. You know, like my mom just knew his mom, but like they weren't friends. Apparently, me and Trey were neighbors. He was up top and I was on bottom, and we were neighbors at some point, but then me and him ended up meeting roller skating, and then motherfucker, he was like, yo, let's kick it. And so it was back in the day when you would go over to your friend's house, but then stay all night on like Messenger trying to talk to some biddies or like kick. You know what I mean?
Like an
Omegle. Exactly. You guys are all just chilling around phones trying to talk some game to someone.
Yeah.
Or, you know, you got one buddy on the phone with his girl and we're all like 12, 13. So they're just on the phone chatting, you know. Till like
fucking
3 in
feet
the morning.
up in the air on the wall. Like,
Facts.
And
like,
what would you do if I did this?
No, you hang up. Like, come on. Like, the whole time I was there, I don't even remember seeing his mom at all. Like, I don't remember her being there for some reason. I remember
you gotta think hard. Who's the one that brought in those snacks?
There was no snacks. Literally, we just chilled in the fucking living room, and then we'd go outside. There was another kid there too. But anyway, there was nothing to do around his house. You know what I mean? Like, that's always shitty.
Did he not live in the same apartment as you?
No.
Oh,
that's why
before?
I couldn't go home.
Oh, true.
Yeah. So I went there, and I was over there, and for some reason we talked it out where I was gonna stay 2 nights, and after the first night, I was like, I kind of just want to dip, but I got no phone to be like, hey mom, pick me up, or like anything like that. So you're stuck until the next day. And like, I just remember he kept walking me over to this motherfucking car wash that was run down. Like, he was like, yo, let's play with this shit. And I'm like, all right. Like, it's so weird now because I cannot go do some shit like that as an adult now. Like, whenever I leave the house, I have anxiety because I'm like, what the fuck are we going to do? Where am I going to sit? How long are we going to be there? When do I get to come back home? Can I smoke? Are we smoking before?
That's a big problem I've realized. Where am I going to sit? When I've been hanging out in Everett. Right. Like, we'll pull up to a park and it's like, yeah, that's fucking sick. But then it's like, all right, where's the seats?
Or it's like, what else do I do? You know what I mean? Like, that's why it's like, Everett's cool, but it's like when you don't have a place to go anymore, you go down there. It's more like a day trip type thing, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it's definitely day tripping for me.
Facts.
Just because I hit everyone I need to see, and I just come back home.
Facts.
But yeah, and your mom just moved to fucking Kentucky, guys. This is the first time Tony has been not near his mom.
I'm an orphan.
Yeah, you're a fucking orphan. You ain't got a dad. You know, my sister's just weird. I don't know where she be at.
She didn't even tell my mom goodbye.
Really?
Yeah, my mom like was hitting her up all the time and was like, "Yeah, we're gonna leave soon. If you want to come say bye." And she was like, "I work. Don't got time right now."
Well, that's see what's crazy to me is like I'm close with my grandparents. You're close with your mom. What is Kylie close to? Our sister's name is Kylie. It's like, what does she get?
Well, I mean, she's off close with mom, but like, even if she's not like close right now, I know she wants to say goodbye or something. Like,
well, she didn't though.
Yeah,
your mom left. She's gone.
Yeah. I don't know. She got something against my mom. I don't know what it is.
It's because getting abusively high every night just isn't her thing. Like me, you, and your mom.
I guess not.
I love to get abusively high.
That's fucking. Yeah. That's the best way to go to bed.
I'm gonna do it right after this. Yeah, you know what I mean.
Guaranteed.
Like just take 3, 4, maybe 5 dabs, little ones, and then just, you know what I mean.
Focus
Suction
on
cup lungs.
Focus on your breathing until you fall asleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really rough, man. I be taking dabs in the morning and yakking, just straight, like
out the door.
Yeah, like open it, and it's usually just like spit. Like, you ever get that? Like, it feels like there's just a web of spit doing a fucking high five in the back of your throat.
Yeah, there's been a couple times like when I've been smoking weed and I've had that and I've just coughed and it just like landed on my shirt.
Oh, that's gross.
Yeah, no, I've made a few scenes.
Yeah, I could. Yeah,
good thing they're all like in the comfort of my own home.
Yeah,
but like I had
the
people there, so it was like they're like, "Oh, what the fuck?" Like Dante watched one go down for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
I've seen you fucking, and then little shit come out your fucking face.
Just a quick change of a shirt, you know.
And then but it stains, you know what I mean? Like
spit.
Yeah, it's got to. I mean,
you hit it
you
with
ever
fucking...
see the yellowness that some of these loogies be getting? That's fucking intense.
Sometimes they're brown. Like after
do you guys have some crazy ass loogies? Because some of these loogies, man.
Drop loogie pics.
Drop loogie pics, bro. I was talking. Do you know all these sex workers on fucking OnlyFans about to be just fucking gone? No, it's gone. They cut it.
They sent out an email and said they're not doing that anymore.
Why?
Because
everyone fucking left?
Yeah, probably.
The whole app was about to shut down. They were like, actually, we keep your sex up
They
here.
were like, actually, we're open to any creators. And
yeah.
You guys can just do what you want.
That's crazy. Yeah. OnlyFans was going to stop letting sex and like nudity be on there. And that... To me, all the memes were crazy. I seen one of a girl at the McDonald's window, and it was like how every OnlyFans hoe finna be in October. I was like, that's that shit, bro.
Oh,
every time someone like tells me to go on their OnlyFans or like sends it to me because of, via promotion and shit,
right.
I'm always like, what do you sell?
Like, what are you selling?
What are you selling? And then there was this one chick, she's like, ass, duh. And I was like, well, that's cool for you, man. I'm married. So,
so there's that.
Yeah, but I love your hustle.
Next time, if you got like a cooking show, I might tap in.
If you got a cooking show. Fucking grill bar or something,
Grill bar, the show.
The show.
Yes.
They should make a shish kebab show. Like just shish kebab shit.
I feel like you can make shish kebabs out of anything.
Literally. I think a shish kebab is just putting shit on a stick,
Yeah,
literally. Which leads me to this great knee slapper. What's brown and sticky?
Brown and sticky. My first thought is a dookie, but I know that's what they want me to think,
exactly.
Right?
That's what
so brown and sticky.
Brown and sticky. What is it? What is this thing that is brown and sticky? I'm going to tell you, and you're going to be like, oh, you know what I mean? It's one of them dumb things.
Yeah, I can't think of what it could be.
It's a stick.
With marshmallow on it.
No, it's just a stick. What's brown and sticky?
That's fucking stupid.
A stick.
I hate it. All right.
No. You love it, okay? Because the simplicity, that's what makes it a knee slapper. Yeah. I was talking about it. I was like, I don't know why I said I was talking about it. I was having these internal thoughts.
Right? You were talking to yourself about it recently?
Yeah. I was like, it is hard as shit to write a joke.
Right.
It fucking is. Like, these joke writers and shit, it's hard as fuck.
Yeah, they thought about it for a while.
I had a long time. I had to. like Kevin Hart, all his shit is crazy. Like, he just has punchline. Or fucking, like, Dave Chappelle, where it's not a lot of punchlines. But he can do punchlines if he need to. Like, there was one joke that Dave Chappelle talked about, and it was like, do you remember the Thanksgiving, or not Thanksgiving, but the stuffing joke he had, where it was like, I went over to my white friend's house, and they had stovetop stuffing. We ain't never had stovetop stuffing at my house. And he was like, now I'm gonna tell you what the punchline's gonna be. It's gonna be, punch her right in the pussy.
Oh, I've seen this. Yeah.
And then he told you the punchline, and then he goes on into the story, and then you did see it coming. Like it just came out of nowhere, and like it's that kind of shit, because a lot of comedy is just going the way that they don't think you're gonna go. You know what I mean? So it's like leading them one way and then totally left.
Exactly.
That's what like comedy on a stage really is. You know what I mean? And then there's people,
and you always gotta like, the first joke you make, the first banger, you gotta like wrap it back around every time.
It's gotta wrap. It's
full circle.
Yeah. All the way around. And it's crazy, you know, there's a lot of different types of funny. You know, there's stand-up funny, and then there's situational funny, there's timing funny.
You know what I hate?
What?
Is the people that hop on the fucking stage and try to do the funny songs. Like the comedy songs.
Adam Sandler does shit like that.
Cut it out. I don't want to have no part of it.
What you mean? You love the song, but then she farted.
Well, yeah.
Look
when
up
I
the
was
song,
fucking
The Girl
9.
Farted. That shit is fucking awesome. You said when you was fucking dad?
No, when I was fucking 9.
Oh, yeah. But that shit was crazy, though. Like, the comedy songs, some of them are fucking funny. But then a lot of them are shitty, too, yeah. I don't see how they could just get a laugh like that. Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, it seems like they're trying way too hard for me.
And they're getting it, you know?
Yeah, and it's just like, oh, fuck you for laughing, because this shit's not great. This shit is not great.
Not good. I mean, there's a lot of comics like that, though, that don't understand me. Like, most clean comics. I'm like, how the fuck are you? Yeah. How you doing this with no cursing, you know? Like, it just doesn't feel like I should laugh.
It takes creativity.
Exactly. Yeah. A lot of it. Like,
I got another knee slapper for you.
You think you?
Yeah.
Ha ha.
All right.
Let me tell you this.
What does the nosy pepper do?
The nosy pepper. I don't know.
What does the nosy pepper do?
What does the nosy pepper do? The nosy pepper's gotta have a songwriter who's out there living his best life, living off of the songs that the lazy
Close,
pepper wrote.
but no cigar. I think is what people say. No, I guess jalapeno business. Yes.
Was it what does the lazy pepper do?
What does the nosy pepper do?
Guess hot up in your business. That's fucking good, buddy.
Right.
These fucking slappers. I hate it. I really do. Bro, shout out this local rapper. His name's Young Jay. Go check him out on SoundCloud. I think maybe Apple Music. It's YXNGJAYE. Go check him out. He's filthy. He's out there putting in his hustle. He sends me shit every week, which, like, do that. Like, if you're trying to blow up, and, I mean, not even blow up, but you're trying to get your shit out there and just walk the road of successfulness, like, just start putting yourself out there, you know, sending clips or whatever you're selling to people indirectly, you know what I mean? Like, you might get a couple people that'll be like, fuck you, I don't want this. And then, you know, you either block them or you just save them for next week.
Or
and then they tell you that. Yeah. There's a lot of people who have said, I'm going to block you, but then don't. And it's like, you must like my stories. I don't know.
You must.
Fucking There's a lot of times, though, that I wish I had a good squirt gun. Mm-hmm. And I just never was the one to get one. I don't know. I was never really having squirt gun fights.
You know, squirt guns, they're not really that cool.
They're really not, because you always got to fill them up again.
Right.
But there's this one time, bro, where in the apartments when I was younger, we used to have, like, water balloon fights. Like, just huge-ass water balloon fights. The whole apartment's pretty much all the kids. Right. And, like, Mr. T had gotten off work, and the daycare where he worked, where I went to, was across the street from our apartments.
Right.
So it wasn't a far walk. You eye him. We used to wait on the fucking sidewalk.
Sure.
Like, yeah.
Mr. T.
Is it coming home? Mr. T,
he lived in the same apartment?
Yeah, same apartment complex for a little bit. And then, but we seen him coming home. And there was this older kid, Zuri, bro. This kid was like 14 when we were like 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't know, around that age, 9 and 10. And this other kid, Junior, who was like 14, 15 when we were like 10, 11 or whatever. And they were both like being the ringleaders of this fucking water balloon fight, which was pissing me off because they throw them bitches hard and like they not giving a fuck about these little kids like myself at the time. And like they're because like in apartment complexes they don't ever give you that free water on the side of the building.
Oh, there's no spigot. No spigot.
But there are spigots. They just don't have the knobs.
Oh, wow.
They take the knobs off, like the twist. So
did you make your own knob?
What we would do is get a pair of pliers, sync it up, and then you would turn them, and that's how you would turn the water on and off. And so the Zuri and Junior and a bunch of the other kids were all kind of like circled around the side of the building, and they were filling up water balloons in a bucket or whatever. Right. And they were just being little bitches and not like sharing as good. So Mr. T and I, we fucking set up to destroy them. Right. You know what I mean? So Mr. T and I, we go to my house real quick while everyone's kind of like preoccupied doing that.
He said, we're going to fill up our own
buckets. So then we filled up 2 buckets full of like bath water, just warm water. And we put them in the fucking tub, and then we were carrying them out. And I go on, because like the way it was set up is like they were on the side of the building. But then, like, it was like there was a hallway that went through the building as well, you know? Like, so I went through the hallway to come around the backside where Junior was, because Junior and Zuri were, like, sitting facing each other like that. And so I come up the back, Mr. T comes up this way, and, like, they had to, like, see that someone was behind each of them. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Zuri saw me, Junior probably saw T. And then all of a sudden, bro, we took those buckets and poured them on both of them, bro. Got them soaked as fuck. And then the next thing I know, I dropped the bucket and I just take off running. I just took off. And I took off, I cut through, and I was making it, bro. But Junior was catching my ass. He was right on my tail. Like, he was on my ass. And I didn't know what was going to happen, bro. I shit you not, I faked the asthma attack. I faked the fucking asthma attack, bro.
No, you did not.
I swear to God on my mom's life. Yeah, literally. I was like, I was running, laughing. Then all of a sudden I went, I can't breathe, bro. Chill. Like, chill it out. I can't breathe.
I got asthma.
And then I like chilled I was like, I'm gonna go to the house for just a second. And then I go in the house, wait for like 2 minutes, and then I'm back out there sneaking and running around, We used to do all types of shit like that. Like just be a little mischievous. I used to fucking, the first time I ever motorboated a chick, Hogan was fucking there with me, bro. We had snucken out of my apartment, and we were probably like 13, and there was this chick and her little sister, and her little sister was only like a year younger than her, so it wasn't like nothing too crazy. It was like we were 13, she was 12, but she had like some knockers already, like got some little titties already. And so me and Hogan and Nikki were like, I was trying to get them to kind of like do some shit, you know what I mean?
He was trying to get that going
so that I could get myself going. And then because this chick was already talking about like, let me put your dick in my vagina, and I was
fucking like, penis and vagina time,
man. Yeah. She was like, she used to tell me come outside in some loose basketball shorts. I was like, bitch, you coming out in a skirt? I don't understand. Like that fence line where all the trees were, that was our spot. Like, that's where we was finna go make love, but we never got to that point. Anyway. Me and Hogan snuck out, and we met up with them, and we met up in this old ass parking lot that was like just like cat corner to the apartments.
Right.
And we were just standing there, and like we're playing the whole truth or dare thing, And then
that's how you get it going.
Out of nowhere, one of them's like, I dare you to motorboat her. And I was like, okay. But I come in real aggressive.
All right.
Like, pretty much. Like, here are the tits, bro. They were like motorboater. I was like, I got this. And I literally shoved she fell. Like I hit her and I wiggled and she fell backwards and like just landed on her ass, bro. Like feet up. She was
like an excited puppy.
Yeah. And she was like, oh, what was that? And I was like, that's a motorboat.
You just got motorboated.
I was like, I've only ever seen it in the movies, but that was it. That was what it was. And yeah, that was it. That was all that happened ever with that chick. And then scarily, bro, I thought that because this chick was just like one of those ones I was keeping on the DL for sure. Like, I wasn't wanting people to know about that. Hogan was a good pact. He kept that solid, you know what I mean? He didn't tell nobody. But then the bitch ended up like fucking getting my Snapchat like years later when I was younger, or like before I met Misty for sure. I don't. No, yeah.
Yeah.
It was before I met Misty, and it was she had just like got my Snapchat, and she was like, "Yo, I'm gonna be going to MP next year."
Like, no, the fuck you not.
And I'm a junior, and she's about to be a freshman, right? And so she. Then out of nowhere, bro, I get this gorilla pic of a pussy, just like just straight gorilla, bro, gorilla pic, and a hairbrush going in and out, and I was like, ugh, you know what I mean? I was like, Pornhub got better than this. I sent her back. I was petty, not really petty. I guess I was just an asshole. This is one of those asshole moments. I said, trim it up, fucking silverback, and then I like blocked her.
Oh wow.
Yeah, straight up, like. Was not having that chance at all. And then she see me around school, but I would talk to her sister, the older one, you know? I would talk to her sister, like, what's up? How you been? Like, that's crazy you're out here. I seen your dad over at 7-Eleven. Like, that's crazy.
She said, you see my sister? Who?
Who are you talking? It's crazy because she tried to ask me about that once, and I was like, never heard of it. What?
Never heard
and she was like, you and my sister ever doing it? Never heard of it. What?
What are you talking about?
What? Never. Will.
It's beyond me.
I haven't touched her with a 10-foot stick. I can promise that. I can promise.
Never even met her. So
no.
That's crazy.
What's her name?
What's her name?
What's her name? Oh, that's good, bro. Did you that? Oh, you feel me on that? Huh? Babe, turn it down a little bit. I'm doing my thing. Turn it down a little bit. You shut up. It was before I met you. Could do what I want, woman.
Clap us back in whenever you're ready. Oh, she turned it up.
Turn it down, please. Thank you.
Clap us back in?
Yeah, I got you back in. Ready?
Yep.
Sometimes I'm a little misogynistic. Nah, I just like the word woman. I think it's because my grandpa would use it. He'd always be like, don't touch my woman. Don't talk to my woman. Are you loving on my woman? And so it's like, that's where my mind goes.
Different time period.
Huh? Yeah, for real. Shit was a lot cooler then. I don't know. All right, ready?
All right, ready?
3, 2, 1.
Boom. We're back.
Like crack.
What's your favorite meal to make?
Meal to make?
Meal to make.
Ooh.
Your go-to if it's like your turn to cook.
Scrambled egg? I don't know. No, I'm just kidding. My go-to meal to make.
Like your favorite.
Honestly, like, are you talking like shit I have to make homemade, or like can I start from a package? Like, where are we at?
Like,
because if we could start from a package, I'm thinking that orange chicken shit, even though it's bad, I like it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Or like just chicken nuggets maybe.
Something simple.
Yeah, you know me. Nah, I also like to make some corn risotto.
Corn risotto?
Yeah.
That's your shit if you're talking about like making from scratch?
Yeah. And I don't even make it. I made it once.
But it was fun? It was,
It was good.
Oh.
Yeah. And I made a tater tot casserole once, and that shit was fire.
Bussin'.
But I kind of like just meat. You know what I mean? Meat and like veggies and mashed tater. I kind of stick to like the basic shit where it's like you got the protein, some veggies, and then a carb of some sort.
I'll tell you what, spaghetti, that's my meal.
Yeah, it is, because when are we ever going to get that again, you know?
Never.
Never again. Never again.
But, you know, when the time comes and I got to make something, spaghetti is what I'll be whipping up.
Exactly. Tell them the secret.
You guys do not deserve the
No,
secret.
tell them the secret in Grandente.
Nope. That's wouldn't be a secret in Gradiente if I told them. So
Do you guys want to know the secret?
Don't tell them the secret.
I bet you it's everybody's fucking secret. I bet you that is the secret everybody fucking has, and they're just sitting there like, this is what makes it better.
You ain't even gotta tell them.
Do you guys know that it is?
What do you think about 9/11? You think that was fake?
You said 9.
Yeah, that shit was.
I think no, it was pretty real. It looked like it happened for sure.
That's what
buildings aren't there anymore.
That's what they want you to think.
I wasn't alive, or I was, but I was like 2 months old. But 9/11, I don't know enough to be like, yeah, it was fake. You know what I mean? Like the moon landing, like that shit was fake.
You're afraid of the criticization.
Not the criticization. I mean, you saw me. It may not be a word.
Criticization. Criticization.
The criticism.
There we go. Thanks for taking that right out of my brain, because obviously yours didn't come up with it.
I'm not afraid of the criticism. We just heard about how I told the Taliban's. Okay, we found that I did that. Okay.
Okay. Let me freshen you up on a couple facts.
Okay.
9/11 was fake. Bush did it.
Why?
George Bush.
Why?
Couldn't exactly tell you. Tax dollars, maybe.
What do you think? Where did this information? I want to see why. Like, lead me up into this. Why do you think that?
Because, and it's real simple. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna tell you right now because it is real simple.
Okay.
Jet fuel does not melt steel beams. Steel beams, not steel beams, but steel beams.
But fire could.
No, that's what I just said.
You said jet fuel. Honestly, yeah, that's common knowledge.
It's not hot enough. It doesn't burn hot enough.
But think about this. The plane hits the building, right?
Right.
Which creates a lot of debris, which creates floors falling, okay? Now, fire may not be able to go through steel beams, but I think
you're telling me
200 floors of shit and people could probably break a couple of beams.
You're telling me a plane hits the top of a building, all the floors are just dropping.
I don't know.
I'm thinking
yeah, because the fucking plane is in there, and eventually that floor is gonna give out with the plane sitting on top of it, and then it's gonna
But that was upon contact. Like, as soon as it touched, the whole bitch went down like a demolition derby.
I don't think so. It hit, and then shit flew out, and then it was like minutes later, like that the building started to fall. But I'm saying, I think it was a lot of debris and shit. I don't know though.
So you think it was legit?
I think it could be.
I think it was a setup.
Okay. Now, do you think JFK dying was a setup?
Probably.
Yeah, his man shot him. You didn't see it in the video? His own man turned around, shot him. Now,
I have not seen that.
Just this conspiracy theory that I've heard is that because they're in the video, right before JFK gets shot, his driver turns and looks at him and like does one of these. And like they say he like may have moved his hand or something, who knows. But he did that and then looked and then bullet came.
Mm-hmm.
So,
well, I mean, I think even if he was looking towards where the bullet was coming, he wasn't going to move anyway. So it's not like he needed a distraction for the bullet coming towards him.
Right.
So that's my take on it.
What's up with presidents getting killed? You know what I mean?
It's just,
But I don't get that.
Who else would you kill?
But it's like
it's easy to blame the president for a lot of problems. So it's like,
but you don't get anything from killing the president.
Well,
you
no.
Like if you killed the king, you would be the king, right?
Well, yeah.
So that's cooler. But nowadays, you kill the president, you just got a wealthy long sentence in jail, maybe even death. You know what I mean?
Maybe just people be so upset with the president's moves that it's like, all right, we don't need any more of these fucking stupid ass moves. He's dead. Wow. And they're just doing it for
I'm
the
surprised
people.
they didn't John Wilkes Booth fucking Trump, bro.
No, excuse me?
John Wilkes Booth is the guy who shot Abe Lincoln.
Oh.
Shot him in the theater.
When Abe Lincoln got shot, his security was off getting a drink.
Really?
Yeah, that was a fun fact I was supposed to tell you
months ago. I love that your fun facts sometimes recycle my fun facts so that they just get blended into a bunch of fun facts.
The more the people hear them, the more they'll remember. And I'm just worried about their education.
You just worry about the education.
That's the big plot here.
That is good. And while we're talking about education, we need to educate these people on Melly, his situation right now.
Melvin.
YNW Melly. He just dropped an album. It's all right.
It's been damn near a month.
Yeah.
Maybe a plus.
Me speaking about it now just shows you how well it is. Because we heard it when it first came out. Nah, it just feels like he didn't, like, I don't know. It feels very, what is it?
Carried by features.
Yeah, well, yeah. And just like not new, you know what I mean? Like it doesn't feel new.
Seems really like generic Melly.
Yeah, like it just doesn't feel like he tried anything different. Yeah. But I mean, it's not like he is trying anything different. This is probably just old shit that he had started.
There's reasons why he didn't use it before.
Yeah. And now they're like, Melly needs commissary.
That's all we got. So let's just throw it together.
But bro, like the whole Melvin situation, when that shit went down, bro, I was 100% he didn't do it. And then, like, you know, facts start coming out, things start happening, and then I'm like, well, yeah,
he might have done it, but it's still free the man.
Yeah. Like even fucking Baby says it. Lil Baby, he's like, free Melly.
Oh yeah.
You know his song?
Yeah, that's not how he says it.
Yeah, he does. Free Melly.
Oh yeah, he said free Melly. That was like free Melly.
Bro, it is free Melly. Fucking.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like 95% of the best artists are probably either locked up or working some shit ass job. Some of the best rappers, voices, like the best singers.
That is unheard.
Yeah, bro. I bet you they're somewhere either locked up or in produce. Somewhere.
They're doing the wrong thing.
And that's on my mother.
That's on my mother.
Bro, I seen a video today of a kid who like went to the Logan Paul fight.
Oh, that reminds me, we have a TikTok to play.
Ooh, TikTok. You don't stop. We knock boots till 6 o'clock. But this TikTok I saw was a kid. He said, I quit my job. He went to the Jake Paul fight or whatever fight. He went to one of them.
Right.
The one that just happened not long ago.
It was like yesterday, I believe. Or maybe even the day before that. He
went there and he quit his job like 2 days before that. He's from Ohio, went to LA where the fight was and said that's where he's going to be. And snuck behind stage just to talk to Jake Paul. Or Logan, the older one. Logan.
Oh, Logan?
Yeah, and Logan was just like a dick to him. He was trying to like just tell him like his story, and then Logan was like walking past. He's like, "Hey Logan, can I tell you a story real quick?" And he's like, "I just quit my job," and then Logan's like, "Hold up, I'm interested." To his guys, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And then he start talking for a second, and Logan's just like, and the kid's like, you know, I just quit my job to move down here. Media's my dream. He's like, and then Logan goes, "Did you sneak back here? You one of them sneakers?" Mm-hmm. And he's like, well, yeah, I did sneak back here. He's like, oh, so where's your fake pass, huh? He's like, where is it? You guys making a little fake pass thing? Mm-hmm. And like just kind of like being condescending. And then
he was just pressed about that part.
That, and then he was like, the kid was like, you know, I want to have a job with you. Like I want to work, and like this is my dream, media and stuff. And Logan just looks at him. And he's like, what do you do? Like, what are you good at? Like just kind of like, what the fuck, you know what I mean? And like, I get it, but at the same time, it's like, bro, you just look like a dick now, you know what I mean? Like, there's just some people out there, like, I don't know. And then I had this whole thought today. I was like, you know, fame just makes some people just such a dick.
You got to think about how many times people come up to him with that same fucking scenario, bro. Like, well, I want to be a media person. Show me your ways.
But it's like you can always give them that little piece of knowledge. Like, you know, stay true to yourself. Keep the hustle and don't stop. You say those 3 things and be like, I don't have a job for you right now, but I'll see you again in the future. Just shit to positively affect them instead of the negative shit.
But they can't always be in that like fucking good, easygoing mood, you know? They're people, you feel me?
I get you, but you had to see the situation. There was no situation for him to be upset. Like,
true.
It was just some guy, and he's just giving him shit. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. I don't know. And then I thought, I had like, you know me, I come up with 12 scenarios after that of how I would do it.
Right.
And so then I was like, I'd be like, who the fuck are you, bro? You want to go check out this dead body I found? I would just start making out like weird shit to like get in under his skin, you know? Like say I don't know who he is, and then be like, you want to go check out a dead body? Because that's what he did, you know? He posted a dead body.
Oh, yeah.
Just some fuck shit like that. Or like try to do a little quick interview. That's what we should do, bro, is go to like fights and events and shit with just a little microphone and be like, ET HomeGrown interviews real quick. Can I ask you these 3 questions? Boom, boom, boom. Because, like, you never know who you're going to catch at a fight.
That is a fact. Or, like,
basketball game.
Shows and whatnot. We need to get some, like, travel mics. Like, you know, the ones you, like, clip onto your fucking shirt type shit.
That would be filthy. Some travel mics just to be able to get some content on the go.
Facts. Gotta up
our value.
Our production value.
That's what it is.
Hey, yo.
Yeah, everything's just been in a pause, just for me, at least, with everything going on and stuff. Where I just feel like I can't really put my best self out there to make the right content. Like, sometimes it's even hard for me to muster up to do this, like, right now. But, like, I love doing it, and I want to do it. It's just, like, sometimes I feel like I don't have anything to say, or, like, you know, it just blocked mind.
Not in the mood.
Yeah. Well, maybe not even the mood, like, because I'm always in the mood, but it's just, like, shit that goes on, you know, that distracts. And speaking of distracted, bro, I got real fucking distracted when I saw the new Spider-Man trailer.
Did you?
Yeah. Because there was so much shit going on. And I'm excited. I'm so excited.
Well, you know what really fucking got me?
What got you? Tell it.
Where are the other Peter Parkers?
Oh, yeah, that's true, huh? Well, I'll tell you what. We only saw the two villains from Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, so that leaves me to believe that Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man probably not even going to make an appearance, which is fine. He was he was a good Spider-Man, shitty Peter Parker. I could, and then like Tobey Maguire was a decent Peter Parker, and then all right Spider-Man, and then Tom Holland just plays them both very well. That's kind of like where I'm at right now. But
I don't like how much they changed the fucking story with Tom Holland, but like they had to do what they had to do to get it to fit right. You know.
Well, see, like, I'll history you real quick. So Marvel way back in the day was a comic book only thing, right? Like they were selling comics and they made up all of these characters, but then there was a time shortly after the Vietnam War and like after comic books and stuff were just not really as popular. So Marvel, instead of going bankrupt and closing, they decided to sell off the rights to some of their characters. That's why, you know, Fox has X-Men, and that's why Fox makes X-Men movies, and they're not in the Marvel universe.
Just like Sony had Spider-Man.
Sony has Spider-Man. So those first couple of movies, they have Spider-Man, but then they also have his character and his rights, but they don't have to do it the way Marvel would do it. You know what I mean? Because they own it all. So like the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, there it is. It's one of the spin-offs. No.
Oh, okay.
No. So Tom Holland Spider-Man is the Marvel Spider-Man. In like that's how they would have done it.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then the other two were just how Sony made them. Okay. So like Sony, they just have the characters, so it's not like they don't really know the lore or they probably got guys in there that work in there, you know what I mean? But
they pretty much made up the story.
Right, like the original Peter Parker in the comic books made his web fluid. He always makes it. Right. That's what, you know, because Peter Parker is super smart compared to like his Spider-Man abilities and shit. Right. But his abilities only gave him the strength of a spider, which is 8 times their body weight. So he's got 8 times his body weight in strength. Right. And then he's got senses that are killer and can climb walls. And reflexes. You know, and then he made the web shooters. And then that's why that in the Tobey Maguire one, when he has his own natural webbing, that's kind of like where you can kind of tell like that's the other the lean off, you know. So,
but you're kind of making shit up,
right? And if Marvel were to do it, then it would still be Marvel because Marvel are the ones who made the comics. Right? You get it?
Yeah.
So it's like whatever Marvel puts out, that's what Spider-Man is. Whatever else is out, that's more like just legends to what the Spider-Man
based
story
on
is.
A true story, or based on a different story.
But in this trailer, bro, we seen the fucking Green Goblin orb. We saw the fucking. What is it? The arm from
Doc Ock.
Yeah, bro.
No, it shows Doc Ock's
the same
face,
Doc Ock.
Yeah.
But it's CGI as fuck. Like I could tell, but it looks good.
He looks old.
Yeah, he looks old, and I love how he comes out, "Hello, Peter," because that's what he says in the second one. Do you know what's crazy? Is I found out from my mom that I actually saw Spider-Man in theaters at 2 years old.
The first one?
The second one. Yeah, my grandma took me.
That's
on
crazy.
Some crazy shit. She was like, "Let's just go to the movie theater. You like it so much." So that's crazy, right? I've seen every Spider-Man in theaters except for the very first one.
You saw Spider-Man 3 in theaters?
Yep. I saw Spider-Man 2 in theaters, 3 in theaters. I saw both the middle Spider-Mans in theaters.
I think Spider-Man 3 is my favorite.
Dude, what? That is the dumbest one, in my opinion.
I think that's just the one I remember the most.
It's the dumbest one.
To be frank.
But you guys can agree with me, too. It's actually the most hated by every person on the internet. At least, like, the internet
Sandman
collectively group. The villains were cool. What people say is that it just felt very crowded. Like, you had 3 villains. You know what I mean? You had the Sandman, you had Harry, and then you had Venom. So it's
a lot going on.
Yeah, you had a lot going on. There wasn't they didn't give really any background to Venom. They gave no really lead up to like Harry's whole. There was Harry's conflict, but. Like they
could have put more details.
Right, they pushed past them really working it out. Like they were able to work it out in one scene. Like I don't know. And like if you hear what the director says, Sam Ramsey, he made the first 3, and like he talks about how in the third one that he really didn't have a lot of directive control because Sony wanted him to make the third movie quicker than he was ready to make it.
Oh, okay.
Because they were on a movie deal. So like he was signed to a deal for 3 movies in a certain amount of years. Yeah. And so they were like, all right, well, it's time for the movie. Yeah. And he was like, well, I want to do something like this. And they were like, no, we want to get these villains in there. So, like, it was kind of fucked. Like, he couldn't do what he really wanted to do. And that's why it isn't the best, in my opinion. Number 2 is the best, if you ask me.
Number 2 has Doc Ock.
Yeah. That's the best one.
I haven't watched that one since I was a little ass kid.
The train scene when he's...
Oh, yeah.
That's my favorite scene of the whole movie. When they're fighting and then, like, everyone lifts him up and takes him down. I think it's pimp. They're, like... Because that's the first time, like, the city sees Spider-Man. Like, his real face.
And they're not, like...
No, they're like, he's just a kid. Like, not older than my own son.
Was his mask off?
Yeah, because when that happened... Doc Ock broke the arm and shit, squirted in his face, and then his mask got all fucked up, so he took it off. But it's crazy, man. Like, in this new one, everyone knows who Spider-Man is, and, like, he's trying to fix it. I don't know.
That's what gets him fucked up, though.
There was a couple of things that when I watched the trailer, I was like, that's kind of dumb. Like, why would... For one, I just don't understand why Doctor Strange, someone who is, like, super thought out and really, like planned and like he knows not to mess with the fabric of time. Everything. Yeah, and he knows not to mess with the fabric of time because he in his movie he did it and he fucked it up and then he had to save it in Endgame. So it's like from Endgame to the trailer that I seen today, it feels like Doctor Strange just got so fucking stupid.
He just gave less fucks.
Yeah, gave way less fucks. Like because Peter Parker comes in, he's like, "Hey, so Mysterio did this X, Y, and Z. Can we make it so nobody? Yeah, let's do it."
He's like, "Yeah, we can do this." Yeah, and he was like, and then fucking Peter, he's like, "But what about this?" He was like, "We're doing it."
Yeah, and it's like what I feel like Doctor Strange would have really thought that out first.
I don't know if he likes Spider-Man too much though.
I don't know.
He seemed a little annoyed to see him.
Maybe.
I don't know, though.
But I'm excited for it. It comes out December 17th, and I will be there.
Dude, speaking of dates, when does Tom come to Seattle?
October. Let's check it out. October.
Tom Segura.
I'm pretty sure the 16th.
We're going to meet him.
We're going to that concert. Or show. You said you don't call them concerts,
right? No, you don't. Concerts have something to do with music.
Not always.
Yeah, they do. You want to pull up the definition real quick?
Apparently I have to sign into my account, so we'll do it later. But I'm pretty sure it's October 16th.
Okay.
Is what I'm pretty sure. And like, if we end up blowing him in the back, that's cool too.
Teamwork makes the dream work. Yeah, I mean,
get his balls. Shaft. Hey man, but this has been a fun episode. I'm glad we were able to talk about Spider-Man a little bit.
Spider-Man's always cool.
Got into some fucking local rappers. Talked about how I hate being at kids' house when I was younger. There was another good story in there about something else.
About your first motorboat.
Oh yeah,
that was good.
That was good.
That was solid.
That was solid. All made up.
No,
I'm just playing. But wouldn't that be funny?
I don't know whether or not to believe this guy.
No, it's not. It was a true thing. The motorboat. We can ask Hogan. Eventually, he'll come on the show, and that'll be fucking dope.
Hopefully soon, bro.
I know.
Because it's not like we have to wait to get him on, because we can always get him on later. But I don't know if he understands that.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, wait, I want to be on top of my shit before I go on.
It's like, well,
let's introduce you first.
Yeah, like we can always do another, you know. But that's the beautiful thing. This is just 1 year down. Oh, should we thank him for like a year?
Hold on, I gotta sneeze.
Oh yeah. Bless you.
No, that's not coming.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, thank you guys for sticking with us for a full year. If you remember episode 1, you're a fucking superstar. I don't know how you fucking dealt with us for the full 365 of them. That's on you. Your own fault. We didn't ask you to do this. But I love you for it. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah, man. We love you. We appreciate all the comments, the likes, the subscriber count. It's just crazy to see where we've come in just a short time, like a year. You know what I mean?
Can't wait to see where we'll be next year.
Exactly.
It's going to be exponential.
Or like even in 4 years. Like fucking... Yeah. It's just crazy to see the episode number just keep climbing and climbing and climbing.
We got to remember episode 51. That's the 1 year mark.
Yeah, because we missed one. Hey, yo, but hey, like I said, go hit the like button. Go comment. Go say something good to your mom. Go slap your dad's ass. Go give your sister a kiss. And we'll see you guys next week.
Yeah. You know some good things?
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
My first one is having fun now.
Having...
What the fuck that means?
Let's go straight into it.
We're having fun now.
This is where we now have fun.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay. You ready to do this thing?
All right, let's get that.
Kill it all. For all you millions of fans out there, thanks, man. Thanks for watching the fucking videos, dude. This is totally like a little bit that we call motherfucking subscribe time.
You're the shit. And I'm not talking the creamy kind. You got corn, chunks, all that good shit.
Wow.
Even a little bit of carrot slices.
Look at you.
You're the shit.
Come here, little guy.
I just want to smear you on a window.
Yes. And subscribe the button, you know? There's a button for it. So just do it.
Drop that bitch.
Hey guys, I'm your host, Ethan Shaw Shelley, and on this show, this is fucking wrong. All right, try again. Try again. The show with hot questions and even hotter wings. Okay. Ready? Welcome to ET Homegrown, or First We Feast. He said, yeah, this is making the bloopers reel.